Appreciate you guys all joining in. This is Bowman Draft number 2. Full jumbo team priced. I'll run through the list of teams, then we'll get started. I got Zach, Arizona. Steve, Atlanta. Hey, Baltimore and Oakland. James, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Washington. Mr. Kearns, good luck. Cubs and Marlins. Adam, White Sox, San Diego, Seattle, St. Louis. Nate, Cincinnati. Nick, Cleveland, Milwaukee. Terry, Colorado, Kansas City, Houston, Dodgers, Minnesota. Coach, Detroit. J-Rod, Angels. Greg, Mets and Tampa Bay. Bryce, Yankees. Deber, San Francisco. Jordan, Texas. Daryl, Toronto. Rick Hughes, Boston. That's the list. I got Greg Lewis with base. All about that base.
What about that Storm Johnson?
We hit a you think?
I'm trying to figure this out.
It was a gosh dang it. It was a Black Wave auto numbered out of 15. The wrong Mariner. What was his name, Shubat? No. Gareth Morgan, thank you. Gareth Morgan Black Wave auto. I think it was 4 of 15. 8 by 12. Jumbos. I got 2.5 cases of super jumbos too. That I have to do something with at some point. I haven't done anything with them yet, so I'll figure it out sooner rather than later.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain. It may cause an
I like Justice Sheffield a little bit. Yeah.
headache, flushing, upset stomach.
Let me see what I wrote about him real quick.
Avoid long-term injury.
Like I just said, Deber, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him yet.
And call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor about Viagra.
I got him down solid 4 pitch mix, has nice ceiling. Is what I wrote down. My notes. Nice. Congrats. Anytime I hear solid 4 pitch mix, I get a little bit tight in my pants. I did go through the list for this, Coach. I got you with Detroit, Coach. You're welcome.
Getting your message out about the importance of being tested
To the
for
Chrome.
prostate cancer. Tell me about this movement
Mini, CJ Edwards.
that has gained so much steam in recent years. Thanks, man. It's the byproduct of my having personally survived
Austin
prostate
Meadows,
cancer.
Jake Stinnett, Refractors.
History of cancer in the family, no symptoms, run away from my routine annual physical. Thought it was going to be routine.
To
Turned
find
out
the
to be
Mets as I go.
was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Shocking. Had no history of prostate cancer or cancer in the family. And through God's grace, got a second at that of life.
Box 1, full jumbo case.
Words in the English language.
So we're talking about prostate cancer now.
Great Merry, Merry Christmas and happy birthday.
Did you figure it out?
Termination. You know what?
It's Frank
The day
Gephardt.
which I was diagnosed, I felt like I feel, man, talking to you right now.
Still kind of a garbage play.
There would be tens, hundreds,
It is.
thousands,
It's more of a cock block than anything.
like me, walking around feeling fine, thinking they were fine.
So my competitor can't pick him up.
So we found it. And man was
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
dedicated to the proposition of spreading the truth.
I picked up players before dropping this from my way.
Better to dodge bullets by buying them first.
So what do you do? It's not a difficult thing to be tested for, is it? Not whatsoever. It's a simple blood test.
You know what?
which
I get tested for prostate cancer if it was a female that tested me.
started with a simple blood test. And we
Jeff Hoffman, blue.
that they are
Blue.
loved, and they are wanted, man, and they are needed, and they are cherished, and they have a responsibility to go to the doctors. And we are here to express our gratitude to 172 minor league teams in 44 states who, for the 8th year, opened their doors for us.
Try, man. Got some game of that.
Of their fans, and to tell them that message that prostate cancer is absolutely
There's some Gordon. There's some Conforto. Nice back to back. Aaron Nola, blue.
It's Ed Randall's Fans for the Cure. Learn more, donate at fansforthecure.
Almora. Wow.
All right, back to a little more baseball.
He doesn't get any more miscut than that.
Hamilton just said this
Look at that bottom.
radio. He said, I don't know if Josh is ever going to put up the numbers we saw in Texas, but he absolutely will do more than we saw in 2014. I guess you can take
That's about as bad as I've ever seen.
He can't be as bad as he was last year.
I've seen it on a few refractors now, Tyson, sadly. I haven't seen it with the autos yet, but we haven't gone across that many.
Should not be better. It's not that Josh is trying to make right-handed turns, but we've definitely seen a decrease in production from Josh Hamilton. This guy, if you've seen him play in the prime,
Refractor, Rob Cam and Bobby Bradley.
3-6 to first base, hit a ball 500 feet, big back, 0-0 hitter, hammers the baseball. When he goes bad as an 0-0 hitter, it becomes...
I think we'd have an auto coming up in this pack.
And then it becomes a spiral that goes downhill, Chris, very fast. You can go
Giolito throwback.
6 to 7 pitches.
And there it is. Auto number 1. Going Jack Flaherty. St. Lou. You got them Cardinals. Butch Beam. Jack Flaherty base auto.
When I watch Josh Hamilton now,
Congrats, Adam.
I know he's had an incredibly tough life. What is this years? You know,
Brutal.
you know what his birthday years are.
Don't know how they can't just stand there and watch cards.
Gone through his entire life. You know, is he
I'd do it for free for him.
than he should be? Great point, Ronnie. Great point. One of the other questions surrounding the Angels is the health of the guys.
Auto number 1. Butch Beam and Jack Flaherty kicking off this break.
North County Register says Mike Socha says he doesn't expect Garrett Richards by opening day, but within the first month or 6 weeks.
The White Sox on the board. Chicago White Sox. Butch Beam again. Spencer Adams. Blue refractor auto. 16 of 150. 16 of 150. Spencer Adams blue.
Okay. Let's move on and welcome in another one of our insiders from the New York Post, the ever popular Ken Davidoff, join us to talk.
Knockin' and John Ritchie.
So let's start with Terry Collins, who this week, Eddie, came out and said, yeah, we gotta step up our game a little bit.
Poor James. What number's ANX you on by now, James? Waiting for that UPS.
Most realistically, they're going to trade one of their lower-end starting pitchers, and it's going to be about financial flexibility more than anything.
Mini, sweetheart.
Turn back on someone like Dylan G. But they've got a vacancy at shortstop. They got to fill that, right? Oh yeah, but you know,
What's up, John C? How are you?
Shortstop probably won't connect unless the Mets trade one of their higher-end starting pitchers like Noah Syndergaard.
James not responding. Maybe his UPS truck showed up.
But if build a shortstop would by a free agency than by a trade. All right, let's move on to the New York Yankees.
KB.
Really solidified the back end of their bullpen by giving Andrew Miller $36 million.
Green. This is Spencer Adams hot box.
Is it gonna be Miller?
74 of 150. Green Adams.
Question, and Joe Girardi was asked that yesterday, and he dodged like a veteran. He said, "Let's go into spring training and figure things out."
Orojo and Mark Zagunis.
Two closer system, and these are two studs, huge guys. Use multiple inning outings. I think Girardi.
James is licking himself.
Guys would buy into this. I think it could work.
Sometimes my chat does too. When I've been a viewer, I've had to refresh.
New York teams, the Yankees and
Matty Chapman. Oakland A's, a little bit off center. Matt Chapman. Hey, hey.
bullpen, and were they the right moves?
Chapman base. Hey, hey, hey.
Texas. What about that guy?
Congrats, Herwood.
Pitchers might have interest in a couple of big arms. We'll break it down next.
Conforto base for you. Greg, Urias, and Ortiz. 2 packs left. We've seen all our autos. You're welcome, brother. Trey Ball and Anderson. Last pack, box 1. I think it's Senor Haywood.
We think so. The double-loaded omelet biscuit.
Delino and AJ Reed. Delino available in the Rule 5 draft I saw.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
What you got? What you got? I got no bread. All right.
Box double. Chapman and Flaherty base and a blue Spencer Adams box 1.
I will help you create a one-of-a-kind ring that can only be described as
Perfect. Create your own.
The Rangers getting on the board. Tejas, J-Dog, Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz. Base auto.
When you buy your diamond at Jared, choose from thousands
Congrats, J Puppy.
and hundreds of settings.
and that
Luis Ortiz.
the Galleria of Jewelry.
Hey, that's my brother.
Cole and Fetty.
Omar.
There's your boys, your Nat boys. Chase, Eric Fetty. Lou, Eric Jagiello, Spanks.
Intentional Talk is going live for the winter meetings. Stay on top of the latest rumors and deals from every
And Jeff Hoffman.
post or email the Laura Rose to watch Intentional Talk winter meetings. Stay invited on MLB Network. When you go a team, they get cash. Amazing cash. And a moment that made us say,
Furious Mini.
My favorite. From pain to utter joy.
Phil Irvin. Remember how we used to all be cuckoo for Phil Irvin last time this year? I was guilty too. Dom Smith, same way. We all had Kroners for him.
In fact, we are live in San Diego at the winter meetings here on MLB Tonight, presented to you by K
Mini.
Jewelers. Now,
Alex
what
Jackson.
state do you reside?
Reside in Austin, Texas.
In Texas. In Texas. A lot going on down there.
We've all made
We have
mistakes.
insiders with our
Dahl and
Dial with
Marcus
the
Wilson.
Rangers and the Astros. Hello, Manny.
Hello, and this entire segment is dedicated to Kevin Malone. So sit back and enjoy. Brian McTaggart from MLB.com.
James S. is all about some Dom.
Let's talk Texas baseball here, guys. The Astros came here, Brian, with a goal.
Alex Blandino, the Cincinnati Reds, using the same Sharpie that Jesse Winker and David Holmberg had before him. Alex Blandino, base auto. Rock. Congrats, Nate.
But today they didn't have a couple of guys agreeing to terms with Pat Neshek.
What's up, Bo Sox?
Guys that aren't closers in the past. One of them will have to close
Jonathan
probably.
Sue's agent will decide where he plays next year.
Because Sue can't make up that decision on his own. Daniel Robertson, Ronnie Williams. Oh, you probably want some cards to sort, huh?
Whatever, man.
I'm an ice hole, I know. What's up, Rick? I should have put that together. It was simple math.
We'll get into the Astros' goals for 2015 in a second. But tell us, Evan, about what the Rangers accomplished here. We haven't heard their name in anything more than, they're looking
Lorenzen and Sidorith.
all of this a lot of them have kind of come to a dead end. They have been in on Wade Miley. They have been in
Oh, those bastards.
Some other guys with San Diego like Cashner and Tyson Ross and have just not gotten anywhere. A lot of reasons because this team is kind of subject to what other clubs in the market are going to do. What
Poor Matt Imhoff. I hope his middle name's not Jack. Story and Grayson Griner.
On that note, how did the Lester deal affect the Rangers? Because a lot of people affected by it, but in particular Texas. What does it do to them? Well, I think immediately you saw reports last night within minutes of John Lester signing agreeing with the Cubs.
We got some green peeking out.
In that lottery,
No ink. Matt Chapman.
and I believe
Matt Chapman box. Green refractor.
they've closed in on a deal there with him leaving the Rangers kind of on the outside looking in.
Shit. That's a good looking card. Probably not worth grading, but it's sharp. Centered well, surface is nice.
New manager. Both of these teams have new skippers. Let's get into this. What does AJ Hinch bring to the picture?
Well, I think the number one thing is communication with the GM. I think we saw that last year when Bill Porter was let go. We just did not see eye to eye in philosophy.
I think we still need 2 autos.
GM Jeff Luno, but AJ Hinch comes in. He's in complete lockstep with the GM and the organization.
Die cut.
Philosophy, the analytics, what goes into it. Now, Hinch has
Tehran Guerrero, die cut.
baseball. You know, he managed a little bit. 34
Oh, we saw a Black Wave auto out of 15.
40 years old.
No one spectacular. That would be the biggest hit so far.
He's done a little of everything.
We saw a gold Kelly Stinnett for Jake Stinnett for Wes in a personal box.
For a team on the rise, young, energetic manager, great communicator.
When is he going to get some of these young guys to play with?
In this break so far, Rick, we've seen a blue Spencer Adams is the only color.
Springer arrived last year. We know that.
All the Mets, paper, all in one pack.
We've been waiting now for a number of seasons.
Yeah, I think Astros fans are tired of hearing how good the minor league system is. They want these guys in Houston. Like
Jesse Kearns, you in here?
I think would have been in the major leagues next season for sure had he not got injured. But he broke his fibula halfway through last season at high A just before he got promoted.
Gallo and Chase Falat.
I don't think next year, maybe the end of next year, but I think 2016 he's the starting shortstop on opening day. I think he's going to be a fantastic player.
So that's the future for Houston. The future for the Rangers, is it not predicated on health?
I think a lot of it is predicated on health, and I think it determines whether the Rangers are one player away or whether they are in more of an incremental improvement type season.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're just looking for one auto, I guess. My bad. We've seen Blandino and Luis Ortiz so far.
Jurickson so far missed the whole season. All significant parts of either the roster or this club's resource inventory.
Derek Fisher refractor.
All of them were hurt. The Rangers feel like they're all making really good progress, and they all should be ready to go at the start of the season. But you don't know how
Last pack. Good luck to all.
go out there and make one move for a one-year
See any
guy,
color, sadly.
rental, and think we're definitely over the top. They have got to see how this club performs a little bit. Get a sense of where
Oh, the
they're
BJs. Handing out BJs.
developing, and it may put them in a
Great Asian. You in here?
to make it over the top kind of move.
Your stir fry looked amazing. Great Asian. Max Pentecost. Base auto.
Is it possible that one of these guys,
Pentecost base. A little bit off center, but looks clean.
that one of these guys gets moved
Great Asian.
and bring in a starting
What's up, little Daryl?
I don't think
What's
they can
shaking?
move one of those guys to bring in a
Pentecost base.
because Profar is the guy that would headline a package. The Rangers have no real interest in trading Odor right now. I think he profiles as potentially a better hitter than Jurickson. Jurickson's probably a better infielder defensively, may run a little bit better. Odor has shown himself to be a big league hitter. So in order to get that thing, he's got to show
Okay.
Jurickson Profar is healthy, and then he's going to command dollar for dollar value. I think right now they think they can trading him as 6 cents on the dollar.
Okay, so the Texas rivalry, is it hot? Right, is it a hot rivalry? Is it not?
Box triple.
Well, when you're battling to stay out of last place like they were, that's not the kind of battle of the standings I think people want. But I believe when the Astros finally surpassed the Rangers in the standings last year and got past them into fourth place or in the AL West, I think Astros fans were a little bit excited.
There's
about
some
that
ink.
because
Going
the
Braxton
Rangers
Davidson.
stepped in the right
Hot
direction. They finally
Atlanta.
won the series. I mean, the Rangers
Hot Atlanta.
dominated them for
Mudex.
years, a lot
Congrats.
of injuries, but the fact the Astros
Braxton
able to get over the
Davidson.
Rangers,
Base
I
auto.
think that-
Centering's good. There is a little dimple on it. Nudex.
And it may be the start of a real rivalry. Remember, this is still new as far as the division goes. The Rangers were competitive. The Astros weren't in 13. The Astros and Rangers really weren't either of them competitive last year. I do think the
Okay.
possibility exists.
Appreciate
At
it.
this point,
Daryl.
the Astros, when they get together, it's more
I'll have to hit you up later on how to,
with Texas music, Texas food,
I'll hit you up later. In between my breaking today.
Celebration of
I'll be done after this one.
Rose. That's something we know nothing about, but
I'll be back on tonight.
your friend Kevin Milano knows all about it, and if I know him, he'll invite himself to the next celebration.
He's buying season tickets quickly at Astros
I'm free. I'm not buying anything, Chris.
Of course not. Silly me. My fault.
I'm going Affleck. Affleck action. You're going 133 out of 199. It's cool looking Affleck. Derek Hill. Derek Hill. Base auto. Coach. Congrats.
could the Mets possibly get in return?
We'll find out. First Affleck for sure.
A little insight on
So that's auto number 1 out of this box. No, that's auto number 2. These are our first 2 autos. It might be an extra. You're welcome. Congrats.
The #1 jewelry store in America. Every kiss begins with K.
McCullers, Jeff Brigham. James, you slacker. Derek Hill was born in Iowa.
Its continuous motion catches light from every angle. And K, the #1 jewelry store in America.
Moved out to live with his dad in, I think, California. Right about the time he had high school. He got speed. Speed's his game. Blake Anderson getting the fish. Jesse Kearns on the board. Blake Anderson, base auto. Congrats, Jesse. Oh, this, the 8.4240, Wes. If so, you clock higher than me. Chris Bryant, refractor. Nick Wells.
What's better than clicking into a fresh new blade? Never running out of them. Guess what? Best blades delivered to your door for about $1
You mean the snake the reptile, not the other kind of snake that you live for. And then you're 4.4 towards it.
Today, you will be ready for anything. I want you to always remember, this is the greatest team you will ever be part of.
There's important work to be done. And only some able to do it.
All right, just seen 2 autos so far. One was a perfect game auto. Let's find out if that's a bonus or not.
And let us know what's on your mind. We needed 30 new hires for our call center.
Spending too much time hiring and not enough time in my kitchen.
Need to hire fast? Go to ZipRecruiter.com and post your job to over 30 of the web's leading job boards with a single click. Then simply select the best candidates from one easy-to-review list.
Put up one post, and the next day you have all these candidates.
Takes my job a lot easier.
Over 100,000 businesses have already used ZipRecruiter, and now you can use ZipRecruiter for free in a special
I
site.
got some waves. We know that that doesn't mean an auto though. There is a silver wave in there.
Used to sleep like a champ. Then boom. What happened? Stress. Fun? Bad habits.
Black wave, AJ Reed. Jake Stinnett. He is showing his face everywhere. Good congrats, Jesse Kearns. 5 of 25. Jake Stinnett, silver wave.
The difference? Try adjusting up or down. You'll
Congrats, JK.
Give the gift of amazing sleep.
Appel, Michael Chavis, Mac Williamson,
Sleep IQ. No better sleep than Sleep Number.
Hunter Harvey, Forrest Wall.
All-Star games, 5 rings, those big-time plays on the biggest
What's up, Rex?
greatest performances. Series to witness an icon. Thursday at 8 Eastern on MLB Network.
See what Kenny
KB.
told you? Mets not expecting G to bring a shortstop. Could go for a left-handed reliever, a right-handed bat off the bench. Prospects or perhaps a combination of those. Yeesh. Yeesh. Yeesh.
Hunter Renfro, Sean Reed Foley.
You know what? It was a fun-filled 2 hours. Great guests today. A lot of fun visiting with Ryan Sandberg and Mike Redmond. But he didn't have a fair baseball. That was cool.
You know what's cool? 2 hole-in-ones was cool. Sleepy Hollow, same hole, 6-iron to 5-iron. Next year he's gonna play as you get older, Rob. I'm telling you, Commish, it's gonna be a 5-wood.
You know what I love meeting the commissioner and talking to him? How engaging. he is.
Yes.
I mean, he's going to really be able to sell the game of baseball, not selling a $9 billion.
And you know what? Prior with him, which is a customary trait on intentional talk. And he looked at you like, okay, seriously, you're coming at me?
Well, you know why he looked at me?
Why?
He was gonna think, how many of the 5 questions am I gonna take?
Blue, Connor Joe.
Rapid fire I've ever done
That's
without
ever.
taking one question, because I take them. I'm not real smart, Ron. I don't know if you
That was with
Correa
League or something.
and Gillespie.
Cornell and Harvard Law.
And you?
Same Correa pick they used last year.
Smart. I'm like, this one, I'm so smart over here.
Looks like that Affleck or that perfect game is not a bonus auto.
Miami's a public ivy, by the way. You know that?
Yes, it is.
Gotcha.
Established in 1809, I believe. Ron, thanks for surviving.
Thanks, guys.
We continue up next on this network with MLB Tonight. Brian Kenny so psyched about the Astros relievers.
Nick Gordon refractor. Conforto refractor. Congrats, G-Lou. I bet it got mislabeled. Your neighbor's just ripping the hell out of some Bowman draft right now. Not even knowing what's going on. Giving their kids all the pretty color ones.
So that's how Santa fits it in a sleigh.
The magic of the season is
I'll go check their bike spokes right about now, James.
this is the pursuit of perfection.
SMT Chase Velat. Refractor auto. Kansas City Royals.
Hey, Omar.
Is it a different photo? They should have changed it more. Yeah, super in each wheel. They're just blinging. Oh, screw your life, James. It was one of those super hot cases that was floating around in Chrome, James. Box 4. Box Quattro. Push it real good. Purple Eyes going out of 99. Chad Sabatka. That's a winner. 6 out of 99. Steve, congrats. Frazier and Tajon Antone. Not a Tej Tej. I would have guessed his ethnicity to not be Caucasian. Good luck with that, Coach. Oh, they don't have his middle name. Matt Imhoff. Matt Imhoff. Matthew Jack Imhoff. Philadelphia Phillies. James S. You're on the board officially. Giolito refractor. Matt Chapman refractor. Mini Sano.
Welcome to MLB Now, presented by the U.S. Army. We continue along as continuous coverage here on MLB.
Barrios and Flaherty.
Live at the winter meetings, 13
Having fun yet, Mr. Blevins?
Has landed. Not just the Cubs, they want in, but the Astros start to go bullpenning.
Ooh, James, what's that? We're moving into the back of the bus. We're making you wait. Speaking of buses.
Money is big. Pitchers are getting it. Gotta be pretty
He's
happy.
retired a Cub.
What's on the Cubs at 155 for John Lester, Peter? Let's start there.
Corey Seager. Brett Graves.
After we overpaid for
In the
him.
end, I think it was pretty simple. It was either 155 for 6 years or
It's going to be some Bowman Black auto. It'll be a Schwarber Bowman Black.
the only teams in contention for him at that point. But
I actually think his are live. I think I saw one last night.
it was important
Draft pick.
to sign.
Refractor. Nola.
You want a veteran review
The good Nola brother. Not Austin. Aaron.
workaholic. I mean,
Refractor.
sometimes you think
Nola. Grats.
he works so hard at his craft. He's a great example
We all win when James hits an auto.
Good left-handed pitcher, but it's that experience and the seriousness that he brings to his job, I think is really important to a team that's building.
Ron, what stands out to you?
KB.
Yeah, well, obviously, I think it's just making a statement. You know, they're saying that they were willing to go as hard as they could to get him, and that's the guy that, you know, the Cubs want and want to be the ace of that staff. And, hey, you know, building for the future, for sure, but also the now. And getting the ball club a lot better, getting Montero and adding it on that. You talk about the money being thrown around. Man, I just finished playing, and I feel like I played...
Yeah, it was just a base refractor, Deber.
Everyone feels that to me. If I was only playing today, all right, Jim Duquette, I'm going to give you the tough question then. Look, first of all, it's good. Like, no longer a bridesmaid. The Cubs were, what, second on Tanaka? Second most recently.
Look at Andrew Morales.
They don't want to be second again, but...
Look at that stash. Kudos to him.
The validity of that, the volatile nature of
That boy.
But, you know, it bothers you a little bit.
Sexy mofo.
Just from last year to this past year, down a mile per hour, you don't. You throw a lot of cutters, which cuts into your fastball velocity a little
Andrew
bit.
Morales, my new favorite Cardinal.
Knows how to pitch. And so, you know, you don't get as concerned. I think the other thing is the transition to the National League, which you know is going to be easier. So I think all of those things combined, and, you know, they checked off a lot of boxes, the Aces, in negotiating this deal, telling him, hey, listen, look at 15, but look at 16 and 17. He was really impressed with all that.
Ramsey and Dylan Davis. It's nice to see him get these kids that got traded during 2014 in their new unis, like James Ramsey.
Probably does help, as we found out yesterday. I want to ask you, Ryan, this, because it goes back actually to August 8th of 2013. It was the stretch run, then the playoff run to the World Series with the Red Sox, then all of last year. Something clicked in for Lester where we're looking at 48 starts. And I know I'm cherry picking, I'm drawing a line, but I think something...
Josh Hart, Chad Sabatka.
2.42 ERA. For over 330 innings, 306 strikeouts. You see the walks, you see the whip. Now
It is. He gots to. I need to pull off a porn stash sometime.
This is the guy you're buying. What happened to him?
Just to
Yeah, I think
irritate the wife a little.
how to pitch. You know, I think John was always a power guy, power cutter, riding that ball in on the right.
Aaron Nola, Red Ice, 76 of 150.
I'm gonna clear that front hip and I'm gonna start hitting balls off the wall. And he realized
I wish. Next year, regular Bowman will get a nice paper chase of Lester in a Cubs uni. So exciting.
They weren't a start later or 3 innings later. They were that hitter, and I just really saw that change in them.
Ooh, refractor stash.
You know, yeah, I can lose a little bit off my fastball, but maybe I'm doing that on purpose. I don't need to throw up a pitch max effort. I'm going to throw a sinker here, or I'm going to cut a little ball down. Sometimes it clicks for some people. Some people it clicks. We're in the really.
Oh, you should have seen me by the end of November.
About how to pitch and how to, you know, move the ball around and change speeds, and he just did a tremendous job.
Jeremy Rhodes, blue.
David Ross instilled that in on, you know, how to pitch, how to throw a fastball on a fastball count. You know, that's really important to do. And
Blackburn and Jackson Reitz.
I really thought, and I think David Ross is a great player, and I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up catching in Chicago. But he went...
Cubs sign Carlos Zambrano.
He was throwing uphill all the time. He was working so hard to overthrow.
We've already had to live through that.
And we saw it with David Ross, and then I think John, too, working one gave us a little more...
It was Conforto base,
downhill. Don't worry about
Doja, and Gatewood.
miles an hour. Throw your fastball to locations, and more...
And last pack. What do we need? We've seen Nola and Jack. Mr. Imhoff.
People say, okay, he's 30, 31 years old, except that he's really kind of gone back to his roots. And it seems to me, and I may be wrong,
Look, backwards. Mitch Keller, they wanted to remind me he was from Iowa. Good job, Tops. Thanks.
yeah, he's had 7 straight years of 31 to 33 starts. Only 5 guys in the majors.
Cody Medeiros.
7 straight years.
Probably pronounced his name wrong. Another Hawaiian. Milwaukee Brewers. That's pretty sweet. What are the odds? I like some Cody. He was actually the highest picked Brewers player in here. Shoe. Congrats. Hoffman. Hoffman's going to be a stud.
What do you think we're saying on this one 5-6 years down the road? Yeah, it's easy to say that. You're right. I mean, Verlander and Sabathia for me were power pitchers, and now they have to really try to learn how to pitch and pitch the contact. You know, the thing that you guys brought up, we all kind of brought up, is that pitchability that Lester has already started that transition. We've seen Al Leiter. We love Al, how he pitched a lot with the cutter towards the end of his career. But, you know, the one thing with Lester is he did all this, and he really didn't throw his changeup at all.
Here's box 4.
So there's more in there from that aspect. He brings that back. The other thing I like one concern about him, he still hasn't addressed that throw over first base, which I think will be a little different in the National League with guys running. Does anyone sweat that?
Cinco.
It didn't matter the money, right? Yeah, you know, I looked at a game like you look at
Buena suerte.
the Royals. There's a team who stole a lot of bases, and what John does, he makes up for obviously something that was a little bit of an issue for him by the ability to read the base runner at first base, to hold the ball. You know, Rick Anderson once told me,
Lou, Clint Frazier.
hold the baseball, and he can do that. He'll pick the right time to throw by watching the runner, knowing if he's going to take on. If he feels like
Aaron Judge and Mitch Keller.
I see that as a big issue. You know, you talk about John, you talk about longevity in these contracts. The one thing that I love about him, just as a pitcher who loves pitchers and mechanics, is this lower half of this guy. You know, when you
got Peter O'Brien and a D-backs uni.
why do you have to lift your legs so hard? Why do you work your legs
Houston, SMT, I do believe.
From my shoulder through my leg,
AJ Reed. AJ Reed, base auto. Congrats, SMT. Feta cheese, Helan's favorite.
gonna be better off. I feel like that's a big reason why I stayed healthy through my
AJ.
My shoulder was doing that. And John
Got some
Lester's
big time power.
strong legs. He works really hard. And so, like Peter was saying, he doesn't have to
Nice
go
scoop by the Stros.
way more downhill. He's landing on a soft front side. He's always in control of his mechanics, and I think that'll allow him to play longer through the duration of this contract.
And look, I put out the things about the contract and the risk and all that. These were smart clubs with smart front offices that were all looking at them. Let's bring in John Heyman right now. And John, I go to you because nobody wanted to go that long. Nobody wants to buy a pitcher 35, 36, 37 years old. But they were all there, all these smart clubs. What was the bidding like there in the final days, final hours?
Here's the bid for all the same range because we don't know on the Dodgers because they are team mystery. We really don't know what they're doing. They haven't admitted they made an offer and we don't know what it was. But this is about where we expected. So I don't think we should all be throwing up our arms and saying, can you believe this contract? I think everybody who predicted a contract for John
Conforto
Lester
base.
$150 to $170 million range. This shouldn't be a surprise. He is one of the best.
Benny and Wyatt Strahan.
Much bigger than prior to talking earlier. The two questions about John Lester are winning in the National League. He's 0 for 41 lifetime, including
Schwaba.
and then throwing the bases, which he'll have to do a little bit more in the National League to throw first. He also has a little bit of an issue throwing a second. But in terms of pitching and pitching in the clutch situation, nobody better than John Lester.
KB.
So, I'm not surprised at all. I consider this par in terms of the
Stratton and Morgan.
deal for Chicago.
All right. Get one
Does need ink.
John, but that's another subject. Stay right there, John. I won't let John come back.
You know, that'll probably be the one auto I don't end up pulling today, too. This is the one I want to see the most.
Even now. What about Max Scherzer? Better strikeout rate, Peter. Same age. If that's the price for John Lester, what do you think the price might be for Max Scherzer?
Well, I know.
Colin Moran, we got the Colin Moran boxes. Green this time. At 150.
And I think probably Scott Boras is forward it, but it doesn't matter who pulls it. It's like about 8 years, $200 million, and people say it'll never happen. It's amazing how Scott Boras can make things happen out of midfield gets the money. We'll see what happens. I mean, I think the idea at the end of the year, and I heard this a lot after the World Series. Well, the game is so
Forest Wall. Forest Wall. I do like some Forest Wall. The Rockies are a nice lower second tier play. Got some guys with some nice upside. Forest Wall base auto. Terry G. Congrats, Terry.
So the value of a really good starting pitcher is really important. The Red Sox want to be in the World Series, the Giants, whatever. A guy like Russell, I have no idea where Scherzer's going to go. I mean, I've heard Tiger people tell me it won't.
Almonte and Brett
Yeah, we'll see.
Austin.
I feel like he's going to end up with 170 to 200 million.
Okay. Jim, I want to get in on this. There it is. I mean, look, where's the separation? Strikeouts. 241 strikeouts in 207 innings. Those are season averages from 2012 to 2013.
Purple Eyes, Rob Steve, Reds, 42 of 99.
But he misses bats. Is that separation going to equate to the marketplace? Yeah, I think it will. I mean, really, you look at his stuff, too, the 4+ pitches that he shows out there. There's not as much mileage on him because of early in his career. He wasn't going as deep in games. He really didn't hit the 280 plateau until later in his career. So I think there is a story to tell there. Obviously, you'd like to see him go to the National League.
So is my wife going to work out tonight? Is that what she told you?
is going to deal with the owners. So sometimes the GM
I would like to
the
possible.
owners from themselves, but
Emily
you're gonna
Rice.
find an owner or two when you see what bump
You working out
and
tonight?
say, well, all right, we'll go to that next level. We'll go to 175. That's a
Is
cost
that a
of
yes?
business to get this guy, and
Thanks.
we'll see if we can use him, you know, in more than just every fifth day. If that guy runs, I think he's the
Okay.
I think he's as good as it gets out there.
You taking dinner with you then?
A stopper when you need somebody to win a
Okay.
game. He's the guy that's going to keep the winning streaks going. He's the guy that's going to dominate hitters. You know, his ability now to throw strikes. You know, here's a guy
Glass now
who's
refractor.
his career with finding the strike zone, knowing where the ball's going. You know, but 1.14 in the last 3 years.
We've seen Forrest Wall. I think AJ Reed was in this box too.
Going out there, to me, he's the guy that's going to get, you know, that 7-8 year deal if it possibly was to happen for a pitcher for a big amount of money. You went 8 again. Let's get back to John Hager. 6, 7, 8. Dog, it keeps on going.
Porn
You know they're not
stash.
supposed to do these things. What is the latest now? Does this now open up the bidding on Max Scherzer at this point, or are we still in for the long haul?
Yeah, I think it opens up the bidding. I don't think there's any question about that.
We need one auto left.
My owners did come in here and meet with Scott Boras, the agent for Max Scherzer, off-site. They're identified. We don't know who they are, but could be any of the big market teams. We assume it's going to be a big market team because this is going to be very, very big money, as we know. We saw last year
Jacoby Me and Jace Fry.
$150 million range. He went right in there, and I think the predictions
Last
this year are
pack.
probably gonna
Gotta be holding some ink.
fairly accurate, too.
Oh, you can't wanning for at least a half an hour, James. Yeah, I don't see any color.
But over the last 3 years, he's led all of baseball in strikeouts. You like that one, but he's also led all of baseball in wins. So I apologize for that to you.
J Puppy, Taekwon Forbes, hitting both your Rangers. Taekwon Forbes, base auto, box 5. Not so it wasn't too bad. Nice names. No color though.
Scott's gonna have.
Go straight to ownership. That's a good point.
Halfway here, but Ingrid could really use it.
When we come back to San Diego, Rob Nair joins the party. His analytic view of these big money deals next on MLB Now.
Wade Miley.
MLB Now is presented by the U.S. Army. With unmatched training and over 150 careers,
I probably got a good steal on him, huh?
pride you waste when he talks Army strong. Find
Oh, if he's an American League pitcher.
/Defy.
All right, listen up.
Hey, I took spots on aces
Today,
on a green Alex Jackson refractor auto. If it's full, somebody let him know. I'll pay in a little bit, please. Box 6. And push it real good. Hoffman. Are you serious? Bradley Zimmer base auto. That's retarded. Bradley Zimmer.
Save Dan from an embarrassing day.
What the hell? Retarded. Whatever. Kick him in the nuts.
America loves Italy. The signs are everywhere. And now get some of the best deals of the year during the
I just took a peek.
FiatGrandFinale.com.
A little sneaky right there.
Holiday sale is here with great gifts for the whole family. This week only, buy any GoPro camera, including the all-new Hero 4.
There's your Hunter Harvey mini. Hey, hey.
Hurry in while supplies last.
You know he gets your rocks off.
Sporting good.
It's time to talk baseball. Use hashtag MLB Now on Twitter and sound off.
want a lean, flat stomach? Now, ABC has invented the ultimate app machine.
You getting a lean flat stomach working out so much?
Oh, yeah. Where do you work out?
I want to know what Terry's thoughts were of it. Looks like some orange ice going out of 25.
We will refund all of your money.
Wow, not too shabby of an orange ice. Derek Fisher, Houston.
CoverPro.com or these retailers.
Fuck. Those are a tough grade, but
The 88th person out of the corset khakis.
card's a gem.
And gold knickers.
Congrats, SMT. 9 of 25. 9 of 25.
Metal socks and sweaters. Golf knickers don't golf. Has a look that'll get you noticed and create those lasting memories. An afternoon with friends. Corporate outings. Best dress competitions. Wedding weekends. Or school gym staff uniforms. Start building your memories. Or a free catalog. Come see us at golfknickers.com.
Network is hitting the winter meetings for the off-season wheeling set. Stay on top of the latest rumors and deals from every team with analysis from the best in the business.
Is
Winter meeting coverage continues in
is that Dana's kid? Dustin DeMuth?
Here in San Diego, site of the winter meetings for Major League Baseball. It's MLB Now presented by the U.S. Army. Another place you can go in San Diego. I know Rob Nair joins us now from FoxSports.com. You took a morning run to Ted Williams' house.
Room box
You've done that. So
6.
What was it like?
It's a small bungalow. Can't really see much because of the tree. I've had a cat. It was in the yard. I don't think it's Ted's cat.
Yeah.
Somebody's cat. He still lives there. What would it be like to live in Ted Williams' house?
Did you feel the aura and all of that?
I did a little bit, but I just imagine what it would be like to live there and feel that every single day and know that you live there.
Okay, that's cool. It's a little road trip. That's what the guy does. He's a baseball historian.
We got some waves.
Your thoughts? We talked about this morning, and I know you've
They're not as exciting now.
MLB Now.
You know there's no autos with them. Velat, Gio, Blandino, Red Wave, 17 of 25. Franklin Barreto, Red Wave, BJ's,
And he's out.
Yarbrough,
Is he Max Scherzer? No. But he's the next step.
Red Ice, Tejon Antone, Reds out of 150.
Of like a 2.4 ERA, 300 plus innings. Is that buying into some sort of arbitrary starting point, or do you think, no, maybe if the mechanics click from that point, he can be that guy?
Blank B. This is his third product this year. He's had a Chrome card. Little overkill.
Okay. I don't know, maybe. I would probably like the track record. He also has to factor in the natural aging process, which could well counterbalance any adjustments that he's made. I think he's a great pitcher. I just don't think he's going to win a Cy Young Award at any point during his contract.
Astros, meantime, go bullpenning. We had Jeff Blue now out here yesterday, and we're wondering, are you going to go for relief pitcher? Sure enough, he goes for 2. Luke Gregerson, 3 years, $18.5 million. Pat Neshek, 2 years, $12.5. What do you think of the philosophy or strategy here?
Need some. For sure. We're just sitting on the 1 right now, huh?
Worst ERA, 26 saves. It's a relatively cheap way to improve. They are buying high a little bit on Neshek.
We're going to get the Red Sox on the board. Rick, I believe. Michael Chavez.
They won't be that good this year. They'll still be good.
Michael Chavez.
4 years for Gregerson.
I saw you picked up his refractor yesterday. You're going base this time.
Last year, incredible peripherals. What do you think of what the Astros did here?
Well, I think it was necessary. I mean, I think in their situation, they're not trying to go and get. They did talk a lot about Robertson. They talked about, but I agree. Just
Wow, there's a Kolek with the sexy little bottom.
I thought. I mean, I keep hearing every year. I hear Gregerson throws so many strikes. His velocities that keep going off. Well, it's fallen off 1 mile an hour in 4 years. I mean, so. I mean, if you keep throwing strikes, a little bit different now pitching in San Diego and so forth.
Orange refractor, non-auto, 5 of 25. LA Dodgers, Jared Walker. Jared Walker, SMT.
Fans start to buy in to Correa and the young players and Colin Moran and the young players they have coming.
I like it, Ryan, but you are spending a lot on your allocation of resources toward the back end of games where you're not winning a ton of games. What about spending that money on bullpen?
Yeah, well, I think it's interesting. Rob's a guy who talks about the high salaries, and he just said relatively cheap. It's $6 million a year to pitch the 7th or 8th inning nowadays.
Yeah.
It's amazing that's what it's at. But I think what it does is for them is it shortens games. They have a young pitching staff. These guys haven't learned how to pitch deep into ball games yet. And they really, really, really struggled in the bullpen last year. They had a lot more saves.
2 packs left.
Are guys that are proven that they go out there and Henderson does a great job of pitching in the 7th, 8th inning and going out there and getting out right-handers. So I like the addition to their bullpen because I think what it'll do is inherently that will help their starting rotation be a little bit stronger. And by the way, Chad Qualls.
Alex Jackson Chrome.
Qualls was really good last year. He was 1.5 striking out to walk ratio. Gregerson was 4-1.
Rob Steve and Aramis Garcia. Last pack. Box 6. Good luck. What's up, Mr. Absher? Looks like a refractor coming. Wow, the fish. Tyler Kolek, refractor auto. It's all right. Only a case, just over a case and a half in. Hasn't set the world on fire, but the draft is always chronorific. Tyler Kolek, auto's a little rough. Tyler Kolek, refractor auto. Congrats, JK. Beta refractor. Box 6, Chavez, Bradley Zimmer, and Tyler Kolek. Kolek with the refractor auto. Box 7 and 8. Finishes break off. That's a perfect payment too. Did Buchanan's helping both nights?
So I look at it as a situation where maybe this year you struggle so much, you work on the side to be able to try and find that pitch, and you never found it. You got himself into trouble every time.
Blue, Aaron Judge.
450 feet, and all of a sudden he gets an off season. You know, I like it buying him at an off year. Yeah. Kind of guy who could bounce.
You always got Chris Harper or J-Rod you could butter up for it too.
There is still talk how serious this is. Who knows? But there are reports out there. Possibility Red Sox should be looking to shop you into Cespedes. How about the rumor out there on Cespedes or Rick Porcello with the Tigers? What do you make of that deal?
Layman, Rock Monster getting on the board. Nick Howard base. Howard base.
Or at least full-time guy. I think it's a no-lose for the Red Sox because they don't need Cespedes and they need a starting pitcher. If the Tigers trade Porcello, which are really good, better than most people think, they have to fill that spot in the rotation. They can do it, but they will lose a little bit in the rotation if they trade. The Red Sox will lose basically nothing trading Cespedes.
Something to look at the numbers here, Ryan. Something clicked with Porcello. That quality was kind of there when he kicked in for the long ball last year.
I thought pitching in the strike zone. You know, he's got that power seeker. He's a ground ball.
Where'd you find out about old Denard Robinson replacement?
I haven't looked yet, but I'm pretty sure it's Toby and
Gonna tag team it.
Stormy Cornwall.
Stormy
Johnson.
And maybe realizing those counts how
I'm just jealous you're not named Stormy.
Not trying to be too fine.
Now coming on the stage.
Box 7.
When he first came, he was so fast. I mean, that's one thing the Tigers did for a while. Andrew Miller's in the big leagues. I think 3 starts in his professional career. Porcello was in the big leagues at 19. Yeah, it was sinker, slider. And this year, we were very conscious of starting to throw some four-seamers just to get...
Uh-oh. James S. is in heaven. Good luck, James. Wish you the best of luck. We got some more waves. This time I see a red wave peeking out. Sean Coyle, Scott Blewett, and Michael Chavez. 25 of 25. Rick Hughes. Michael Chavez case. 25 of 25. Michael Chavez, red wave. Good luck.
It's closer, and also, and because of the form they have in Vermont, I mean, they actually helped out. The Porcellos did when Buster Aldrin was doing one of the recovery. Remember all the storms in Vermont a couple years ago? They helped out. They helped out with Grace Potter's charity and recovery.
Well, what's up, Marlins fan? Next one is division breaks at 8:30 Eastern time. Then 9 o'clock Eastern time will be the full jumbo. Team priced again.
You know what? I think
Ooh, I see some gold peeking out, or orange. Let's get some ink on here. Porfa, Vor, Doll Buster. Luis Torrens, Yankees, 7 of 25. 7 of 25.
He's okay, but he's not the all-around player that a lot of people thought we were going to see.
Thorns orange. Spanks.
You're down on a guy, and then look at what he actually is. And so he's good. Right, he's fine. Rob, good stuff. Good seeing you again. Rob Nair again, FoxSports.com, and from just a bit outside the statue there of all-time great Tony Gwynn, San Diego State, great Hall of Famer. Another Hall of Famer will join us next. Tony La Russa, the Diamondbacks moving and shaking. He'll join us live here on MLB Now right after this.
MLB Tonight's going live into winter meetings. Get the league
Drury, Cosart, Jake Cosart. You didn't, you ice hole.
Musical chairs.
You probably took Top's money and ran too, didn't you?
Your travel rewards card makes it so hard to get a seat using your miles. That's their game.
Hot Atlanta Braves. Chad Sabatka, base auto. Chad Sabatka, Hot Atlanta. Oh, their first 3 draft picks were like 6'6", 6'7", and 6'8", I think, all pitchers.
What's in your wallet?
They drafted a freaking basketball team.
Peer pressure alone. He is the most interesting man in the world. Save big on great gifts at Bass Pro.
Writing songs.
Christmas sale. Save 25% off Bass Pro Jumbo and Picture Play sets. Get the Uncle Buck's Bake Pail for under $15. Plus, kids can get a free picture with Santa.
Three packs left. $1.07.
Break the ice with breath freshening cooling crystals. Icebreakers.
It's the Silverado year-end event. Time to get the Chevy Silverado on your list. The best offer of the year on the most awarded pickup of 2014. There's no better time than now.
Moran and Justice Sheffield.
2014s are going fast.
A little bit of both, Thiever.
Total value of $9,500.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
It's the year-end event at your Chevy dealer.
Man, they just loaded these up with all sorts of base refractors, huh?
For all the confidence you need. TV Ameritrade. You got this.
Pizza maker, playmaker.
St. Lou. Luke Weaver. Refractor auto. Oh, we need another color auto. Jumbos. Come on.
I like that guy.
Luke Weaver. Refractor auto. St. Lou Adam Prassi. Grats.
Up your game with our new Philly cheesesteak pizza, a large for $12. Add a red pebble.
I don't think he is. I hit a Pentecost earlier and I heard nothing from him. Bryant Refractor.
Better ingredients, better pizza. I'll be done.
Oh, my chat's messed up. It's all just scrolling at the top.
5 rings. Big time plays on the biggest stages. Relive the Yankee captain's greatest performances. Here it is.
Fox 7. Blah.
MLB Network.
Back here on MLB Now, presented by the U.S. Army, your beautiful San Diego site of the winter meetings.
Nice box. Good luck.
Joining us right now, Hall of Famer and back in the fray, Tony La Russa. Tony, good to see you. So what is it like again? You were out. You're in the commissioner's office. You retired. The Hall of Fame vote's coming up. Everything's good. Now you get back in as executive. Your first winter meetings in the capacity. What's it like?
Actually, I backed up once tried working for MLB. You know, when you're with a team, especially with managing a team, it's that little cocoon. You know, it's your roster, your coaches. But getting to MLB for a couple of years, you really getting to understand
Moran and Sheffield.
the industry and how much it's good. And you meet a bunch of people that are really good and love the game.
Think LaRussa's sober right now or not?
The front office
I doubt it.
appreciation for how difficult front office
Got some green peeking out.
Making a trade, scouting, player development, player acquisition. I mean, it's a brand new world, and it really helps you appreciate just how many great
Ooh, who got them Nats? Who got them Nats? Eric Fetty. Base or green auto. 81 of 99. James S. Congrats, Mr. Slario.
ownership because it's a significant signing, and
Green feta cheese. 61, 81. 81 of 99.
the John Watson, Dave Stewart, they were down there along with our scouts. They said we're in, and now we've added a real good young talent. And really, our goal.
Somebody type something and see if it comes through, please.
We love a depth out relieving.
My chat is slowly faded away.
Deeper and younger,
Hmm.
and we made a big move that way.
Do you think that there's a place to be able to play both, to be able to use
I can't see your guys' chat. I'll refresh it as soon as this break's over. Right after this box, then we'll hit up a recap.
So that means you can play somebody left. It's a corner outfielder as well as right. The other thing that we're anxious to see.
You guys are typing anything to me. I can't see it.
Checked out as well. Looked at him as an infielder at third base. So we have a wonderful young prospect in Lamb who came up last year, Jake Lamb. And I just think that what you do early on is you take a look. We're going to see him here in the Dominican soon. So it looks like kicking ground balls. And the flexibility, maybe play in the infield, maybe the outfield. That's all we do.
I'll tell you this, a man whose ability to judge talent I respect, Felipe Alou.
Another green peeking
A
out.
lot of him because his nephew was his agent.
Blake Sweetheart. Green out of 150. 55 of 150. Red Sox. Regrets.
Felipe Alou said, whatever he says, that's gospel, and you just made our day. We don't have to go watch it.
Tony, I look at from across the field being a player and having a chance to play against you.
Mail's here.
I respected so much the St. Louis Cardinals and the way you guys.
Blue, Max Fried.
And that started obviously with ownership and with front office, but with you running that ship, and there was a way about how you guys played together.
You know what? I'm going to refresh this feed right now. You guys might lose me for just a second. Okay? But hang with me.
For you guys as an organization to say, this is how the Diamondbacks are going to play, this is how we're
Hang with me. I'll be right back.
Well, we keep it simple. I mean, we did with the Cardinals, actually the A's. Like I said, there are other teams that do it too. It's been done for 100 years. There's a right way to play the game. It's based on 100% of your effort, and then you execute. You play the game hard, play the game right. So,
Oh, crap.
one of the nice things that happened being around the Diamondbacks